What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video, as you guys can see on the screen, we're gonna be talking about Yuki and the new event that came out overall, okay? And yeah, so it's gonna be a generalized video on Yuki and the events and stuff like that. So yeah, let's start with Yuki, guys. And Yuki, as first impression goes, guys, she seems like a really strong character, okay? She's very good when it comes to like AoE contenders. Yeah, she could clear any AoE content pretty easily, guys, okay? That's definitely not a question, guys, okay? But when it comes to single target contenders, she does struggle a bit because she's not meant to be used as a single target DPS character, okay? As you guys can see, my build stats wise looking pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we have crit chance, 50% crit chance, and we have crit damage around 173 crit damage, and we have 740 attack on Yuki. And of course, these are all her cards, as you guys can see. And partner wise, I'm using this partner right here. Since I don't have her own partner, I'm using this one right here, Lillian. I don't have enough crystals to summon for the partner at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely gonna get the partner before her banner leaves, that's for sure, guys, okay? But for now, I'm using this partner, and this partner is very good for Yuki because if we read what it does, the assigned combatant attack card with cost of 1 or less deals 15% more damage, right? And when the assigned combatant uses a skill card, 15% attack card damage for 1 turn stacks up to 3 times. That is very good effect. And that right here, or that says cost of 1 or less cards, is very, very nice because if we look at like Yuki general kit right here, she have a lot of 1 cost and 0 cost cards, as you guys can see, right? So this is a 1 cost card right there. This is also a 1 cost card right there, right? No, not this one, this right here, right? This is a 0 cost card that lets you draw her attack cards, right? This is okay, this one, not that one, but this one right here, 1 cost card right there, right? 1 cost card and 1 cost card, right? So in her iceberg cleave attack is probably her highest damage dealing card she got, okay? See, same with this one right here. This card also does massive damage, right? So yeah, that partner synergize with Yuki quite a bit, guys, okay? And of course, if you look at the active, deal 100 damage to all enemies, draw 1 attack card from the assigned combatant with cost of less than or equal to 1, right? So that is amazing, right? So this does synergize really well with Yuki, guys. So if you guys don't have her partner, you guys definitely can use Lillian partner, okay? Yeah, Yuki wise, key wise, Yuki is very strong, guys. But before that, let me just show you guys her potential. This is what her potential looking like when it comes to my build. I do want to unlock this as well. I could unlock it right now. Let's see what it does. So if Yuki attack is greater than 600, which we already have, I got like 700 plus attack, so this will activate. Plus 5 damage amount to flash slash and iceberg cleave, right? Very good, right? For every 80 attack above 500, add an additional plus 1 to the modifier, additional 5% max, right? So this is very good effect right there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna unlock that. But we're gonna hold on to that for now. And for memory fragment, I'm using a crit damage set, 2 crit damage set, and I'm using order set right there because this order set is amazing, right? It says when using attack cards for 1 turn, 5% order card damage max 3 stack. That equals to 15% damage boost whenever she uses attack cards, which is amazing, right? So yeah, this is probably amazing card for her. If you guys wanna also use a different set, this set also works right here. The set right here that will give you so 35% crit damage of 1 cost cards, right? So if you guys want to go for a 1 cost card build, this is probably her best build, right? Because this will help her do even more damage with her cards, right? Like with her iceberg cleave right there, with her freezing blade right there, right? With her flashing splash as well, right? Because you could also reduce the cost of this thing to 1. So yeah, it works with this one as well. So yeah, that is probably her best gear in my opinion. But for me, I prefer using the order set, so I went to the order set, okay? And of course, ego wise, we are not we got 0 ego on her, so you know, she's E0 showcase, right? So yeah, and when it comes to the save that I have for her, I got this right here. This is the save that I went with. Gear wise, this is probably one of her basic gear, guys, okay? Of course, this is the new gears they added in the game, and this is amazing, guys, okay? When you draw by an ability, plus 35 damage amount to your own attack cards for 1 turn. That is amazing, guys, okay? This is amazing effect right there, so I went with this. I'm so happy I got this actually. And of course, we got this right here, plus 30 damage amount, pretty easy. And the stress received damage 0, right? Becomes 0, so yeah, so for 1 time per turn, your stress receive will be 0. So you're not going to receive any stress when enemy attacks you, right? So pretty good stuff right there. And I have this right here for her. This is just for defensive purpose, right? We're taking damage after 1 turn, 80% fixes shield at the start of the turn. Pretty good stuff. And build wise, I went with this. Of course, I removed her shield card because that's not needed, right? You definitely want to remove this card whenever you can, okay? You guys do not need this card for her, okay? But if you look at the save data again, so I have this one, her basic cards right here. So damage, inspiration, if you have inspiration, decrease cost by 1. And I have this one as well, right? 235 damage. If you have Inspiration activated, increase damage amount by 30%. Pretty good, right? And then we have this card. I think for Yuki, whenever you do a run, you guys want to duplicate this card as much as possible, or this card right here, okay? Because this card is very important for her kit, especially, okay? Because it says 209 damage, and if you have Epiphany on it, it will let you choose one card of this unit in hand and activate Inspiration effect on it, right? So this is very, very useful for Yuki. So if you guys are going for a build on Yuki, you guys want to duplicate this card or this card right here, okay? Because this one also amazing effect, right? Draw one attack card of this unit at the start of the next turn. Draw one attack card of this unit. So I also used Epiphany on this. That lets me draw one more attack card for Yuki at the start of the next turn, right? So this is very good card for her as well. And of course we got her amazing follow-up extra damage card right here. So it says when using a card of this unit with an active, right, an active Inspiration effect, 60% damage to all enemies. So what that means is, let's say you guys are using this Iceberg Cleave attack, right? And you have Inspiration activated on it, and you use 209 damage to all enemies, right? And with the Inspiration, it will add one hit, decreases damage amount by 20%, right? Then as soon as you use this procs, right? This procs, and it does 60 more damage, right? Additional damage as a follow-up, right? So it's a very, very good effect right here, okay? And then I have this card on her, probably one of the base cards you guys can get throughout the Chaos run, okay? This is of course another new card that got added to the game, okay? So what it does is draw one on attack cards for one turn, and it will give you 50% damage amount, resolve 1 and AP 1, right? So of course those that resolve and AP I got it through Epiphany, but this card is probably one of the best one you guys can put on her, okay? But yeah, that's what the build looking like for Yuki. And the way you guys want to use her is you guys want, she likes to recycle her cards quite often, okay? She likes to draw a lot and she likes to recycle the hand, okay? Because you want to pull as much of this card as possible. You want to pull as much of her AoE cards as possible as well, because that's how you're going to do more damage, right, with her. So yeah, you guys want to use somebody that could help her draw specific cards. So that could be, so I can show you guys a recommendation, right? You guys can go for Barrel, right? Barrel, amazing card. And if you guys have similar build as me like this, where I have like 3 copies of this card right here, that lets me draw 3 at the start of the next turn, draw 2. Amazing team to use with Yuki, okay? And you can also use Cassius. Cassius is probably one of our best partners as well, right? Cassius, he can discard your entire hand and let you draw a new hand. He could let you select a specific card to draw out from the discard pile, right? Amazing, right? He can also boost your damage as well, right? Right here, right? 254 damage, decrease cost by the number of the completed quests, right? So of course, when you complete quests, you get different effects with Cassius that will let you do even more stuff with Yuki, okay? Of course, you have a card that lets him create different scenarios. So yeah, as you guys can see right here, of course, Cassius can create different scenarios, missions that you guys can complete to get different effects, right? You guys already know what Cassius does, right? I think a lot of you guys are already using Cassius, right? So Cassius is an amazing partner for Yuki as well. Of course, Nia by far is one of her best partner for sure, man. Because Nia, this card is amazing, right? Check 3 random cards from the draw pile, choose one to draw, discard the rest, right? That is an amazing effect. So if your hand is absolutely cooked, you guys can use this card in order to discard everything else and draw a specific card, which means you guys can pull Yuki's attack cards, right? More of Yuki's attack cards and stuff like that. So of course, when you do a run with Nia, you guys want to duplicate this card as much as possible, okay? And then she also has this right here, draw 1, right? Discard 1, move discard the card that is affected to the top of the draw pile, right? Amazing stuff right here, right? Yeah, so if she ended up discarding Yuki's card, she will put, for example, she managed to discard Yuki's attack card, she could put that attack card to the top of the draw pile and you could pull the next turn, right? So very, very good stuff right here. And of course, she has this as well, right? Discard 1 card with highest cost, right? The combatant who owns that card performs 150% extra attack to a random enemy, right? Amazing effect right there. Of course, she also have healing, so if you need sustain, she got that cover for you, okay? So if you have Nia, guys, especially if she's like, you know, A1, I mean E6 and stuff like that, definitely make sure to use her, okay? I am definitely going to build Nia, guys. I just don't have enough resources to build her, okay? Of course, you guys already seen Lucas works really well with Yuki as well, right? Same with Veronica as well, right? You guys can't use her with Veronica because Veronica with Epiphanies, she could draw cards for you. Okay, of course, Veronica also is another character you guys can use with her because she will allow you to draw more cards, as you guys can see. And if you look at the Epiphany for this repose card right here, as you guys can see, right, different effects. Draw 2 other combat cards for 0 cost, right? This one right here, draw 2 other combat cards. If that card is a skill card or reload, right, that's only benefit her. That will benefit her instead of benefiting Yuki. But there are other effects you guys can get from Veronica right here. Right here, right? This one is very useful as well, right? Draw 2 other combating cards. Cost of 1 card is 1 -1 for 1 turn, right? So whenever any card you guys manage to draw with this card, you guys will get that -1 cost for it, right? You guys can use it for 0 cost or maybe 1 cost if it's a 2 cost card, right? So very good effect right there. And of course we have this as well, right? Which this card all has a combined cards in hand, one real equal to that number. Of course this is mainly for her specifically, but it will help you discard your cooked hands, right? So that's a very good partner as well. So you guys can use Baron card with her as well, not too bad, right? But yeah, Yuki is amazing, right? I'll show you guys a quick gameplay with her, and you guys can decide what you guys think about her. Okay, so let's just go to Basin of Hyperspace right here. So I'll just try to show you guys on the first stage right here. I'm not gonna clear this, but I'm just gonna show you guys how this works. Okay, if we might get good hands for Yuki, I'll show you guys. Okay, alright, so we're fighting this thing right here, so let's see what we got. Okay, we can draw Yuki's attack cards right here, and now this card right here, very important card, right? It will give you inspiration up, man. You ideally want to use actually, let me just go back right here, let me show you guys something. Okay, so when it comes to this card, guys, you guys mainly want to use this card if you have another Yuki card on hand, okay? Because it will let you select no, not this one actually, this is a different card. No, my bad, yeah, forget that, guys. This is a different card. I'll show you guys which one I'm talking about. So we're gonna draw more cards right here. Okay, so we have her draw attack cards right here. So we're gonna do this. Now we have this right here, right? Since we have inspiration, we get the extra 30% damage right there. So we're just gonna use this on the main boss. Why not, right? Okay, this one I'm gonna save this for next turn. If we might to pull it again, we're gonna just shield here, and I'm just gonna close the turn. Okay, what we got here? Come on, give me a Yuki card, bro. Okay, great, right? This one is amazing, right? One of her base attack cards right here, man. Very good. Look at this, man. Shing, right? Yeah, that's massive damage. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Yeah, this is the one I'm talking to you guys about, okay? So if you guys mind to get this card, and if you guys have this specific epiphany on it, you guys definitely want to save this card once you have another attack card for Yuki, okay? Because this will allow you to select a card, one of her attack cards, to give it inspiration, right? So since we don't have that, I'm not gonna use it, okay? Let's see if we could pull a Yuki card here with this partner right here. Okay, so actually no, I don't need to use it because this thing already have inspiration activated on it, so we're just gonna use it, right? Iceberg Cleaver card, one of my favorite cards actually. This thing is amazing, guys. Look at this, it's almost 6,000 damage, bro. That's insane, right? Yeah, Yuki definitely, man. When you set her up right, guys, she gonna do crazy amount of damage. Okay, okay, we're just gonna do this right here. Let's just finish the boss with barrel. Okay, are we gonna end the turn? Yeah, Yuki, as you guys can see, she is crazy when it comes to doing damage, okay? We're gonna get this right here. Right, let's try to get some more AP. Alright, we have 8 AP now, so we are chilling when it comes to this. Actually, Mika is actually really good with her, actually. Dang, we don't have any Yuki cards, man. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're just gonna use it, kill this thing. Okay. Okay, we have a bunch of AoE things we can do here. Hopefully we could pull an AoE card from Yuki, man. God, bro, come on, man. I was hoping to get the AoE cards here, man. Okay. We're just gonna shield, you know, to minimize the damage we're gonna take next turn. So I'm just gonna shield and just gonna waste a bunch of cards here, okay? Yeah, the game just doesn't want to give me a Yuki card, bro. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that would have been so much damage right here. Okay. See? Now we have this card right here. Amazing, right? So what we can do here, we use this card right here. Look at this, 3,500 damage, man, insane, right? Now, as you can see, since this card does not have inspiration on it, what we could do is, we could use this card right here, right? Our trickery card, which is amazing, man, this is amazing, right? You could select this, right? And we have inspiration now, and we're just gonna clean the field with this, right? Yeah, this is gonna do so much damage, man. Oh my god, look at this, man. Yeah, I love using her, she's so fun, guys, she's so fun, bro, look at this. Insane, right? Insane, right? Absolutely crazy amount of damage, man. And then we should just finish it up with the ultimate right here. Of course, the ultimate is better used when you have multiple attack cards of Yuki's on hand, okay? Because if you read what it says right here, so 494% damage and bonus 567% damage to all enemies. Move all attack cards of this unit in hand to the top of the draw pile, right? That's why you need a bunch of attack cards on hand to use this card, right? When you use this card, because it will give it a massive damage boost, right? So for each card moved, this ultimate gonna get a 73% damage boost, right? So yeah, that would have been better, but we only have one, so you know, let's just finish the boss here, okay? Yeah, Yuki is amazing, man. She's crazy, man, when it comes to dealing damage and stuff like that, okay? Bap, right? Clean, right? Like, look at this, man. 1050 right there. Yeah. So Yuki, amazing character. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's Yuki for you guys. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about Yuki, man. I am having a blast with her. I think she might need a little bit buff, but I think she should be good to go. Yes, I think she just needs a little bit buff, and she should be good to go, man. But at the moment, right now, for AoE content, guys, she's absolutely broken, guys. And yeah, I'm definitely enjoying using her, guys. And let me know how you guys are enjoying using her, man. But next up, I do want to talk about of course, the new events that came out, right? Which is a crazy one, right? So that's a massive update, man. This season 1 update was massive. Okay, as you guys can see, I already did the weekly 8,000 point right here, but I need to progress through this lab runs right here, man. This thing is gonna be difficult, guys. Okay. But I do need to progress through this. I think I only did like 2 or 3 runs so far, but yeah, this one is difficult as well. Of course, level 60 enemies, right? But it's kind of weird that, you know, Yuki is green, right? So if they want to advertise Yuki, I think all the game modes that came out with her should have been green typing, guys. I don't know why everything's like void typing and like fire typing is kind of interesting. You know, choice of colors, but yeah, that's kind of unfortunate because I do want to test her in multiple game modes right here, but I can't because, for example, if you guys do this is a single target boss mainly, guys. Okay, so it's kind of interesting that it's not this boss not made to make, you know, to make us use Yuki on it. It's kind of interesting because this is a fire weak to fire typing, right? So yeah, I don't know why they did that, but you know, it is what it is. But of course, the chaos mode right here is all void typing right here, right? This is a City of Mist type of stage, and yeah, reward wise they do give you a bunch of rewards, of course, and they have added a bunch of new cards, as you guys can see, right? Look at this, man, a bunch of new effects, right? New gears you guys can farm from these levels right here, right? Very nice right here. And of course we have the new bosses, enemies, right? As you guys can see, right? They have added multiple new enemies right here. For example, this guy's new, right? These guys are new right there, right? This guy is also new. This one is also a new enemies added, right? It was very cool, man. That's a massive update, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and of course you pretty much just this basically is the normal chaos mode, but a little bit better in my opinion, because they also added this tier system right here. So what this means is the higher the tier you have right here, the higher chance of you keeping all the stuff you got throughout the run. Okay, as you guys it says, right, the higher the risk level of the chaos you explore, which meaning this right here, the higher the tier of obtainable save data becomes, right? So yeah, your chance of getting the save data, right, without losing you know, most of your stuff you got, most of the stuff you got throughout, yeah, this will improve your chance of keeping those things, right? So very cool stuff right there. Of course, for this one it's going to be 7. Of course, the normal difficulty is 6, but if you go to the hard mode, it's 7. It's kind of bugged now because I can't switch between the normal and hard mode. But yeah, this is hard mode. It's 7 tier, right? I think the max is tier 10, if I'm not mistaken, which is probably going to be unlocked here, right there, as the last mission right there. But yeah, this is amazing stuff. Of course, basically 0 mode, but better, right? Because they have added a bunch of new things to it. And of course, we have the new distortion right here, which is a score challenge right here. I already did the up to the, you know, the 6 mark right there, but now I have to do up to 9 mark right there, you know, trying to challenge myself and stuff like that. I will give it a shot once I have a better build on my characters, or not build, but save data on my characters. Of course, you get a bunch of missions right here that you guys will be completing throughout your progression, right? And you get a bunch of good rewards as well, right? Very good stuff. Of course, we got the achievement goals as well, and we have the weekly progression as well, right? Which is the 8,000 points you guys can farm per week, right? So very good. Of course, we also got the exchange shop, guys. This shop is amazing, guys. I already bought most of the stuff here that are like that I think are important. Of course, I bought this one. You get this once per week, the free trees of guide, which is the AP system, right? And you can get up to 5 of the Reta banner pulse right there, and you get the potential material right here, right, for 4,000 of these points right here, right? The fragments. I think they're called pure white fragments, right? And I also bought this right here, of course, the advancement material right here, very good, right? The potential advancement material. These are like these are the ones you could farm per week, right? Through the boss mode, right? The boss rush mode. And then we have this right here, which is a crafting material, which I already picked up because I needed that. Very good stuff right here. And I also picked up the Yuki's potential upgrade materials as well, man. And I got this right here. So yeah, these rewards are amazing. Of course, these are amazing stuff, especially this right here. This is amazing. Trace of memory right there. You guys can get like 200 of these. Very nice, all right? You can also get more of these crafting materials as well, right? I'm actually going to grab a couple here. And then, of course, we got the prism lenses 70 case right there. We got the standard pool right there, right? You guys can get, and of course we have the multiple shops that's going to be opening, that are opening a bit later, right? So this one going to be opening after 20 days, and this one going to be opening after 41 days. And this is probably where we will be able to get the universal ego dupe material right here, okay, on the third supply shop, okay. But outside of that, yeah, this game mode is very simple, man. That's basically you do the chaos run, right? And once you got a build, you go in here and you challenge the scores right there, okay. So very simple system they got going on here. I like it, man. Very cool. But the only thing, of course, that I do not like is the fact that you're gonna have to revamp your entire character's build, right? So if you guys want to clear this mode right here, you guys cannot use previous save data, okay. You have to actually go inside the new class mode to get a build, and then you bring it here, okay. Because as you guys can see, right, the way you could tell the difference is this little icon right here, that little spinning sword icon right here. That's how you guys will be able to tell that you guys got that build from the new chaos mode, okay. But since Haru, I have not used Haru inside the chaos mode, I literally don't have any build for her, okay. Look at this, I'm stuck with the base version, right. Yeah, my previous save data, they do not matter here. You guys have to, you know, get a new build from the new chaos mode in order to challenge this, right? Which is an interesting choice. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a lot of work, so I'm not a fan of it. But you know, it's an interesting thing that I decide to do with it, okay. But yeah, outside of that, I think yeah, the events are very simple. Of course, you have the story stages right here that you guys can't complete. These things, they give you a lot of gold, man. I'm surprised actually. They give you a lot of gold from here, okay. You guys can farm a lot of gold. Of course, I already maxed 3-star everything, and then of course we have the second day that's happening on after 20 days, right? Stage 2, right? Chapter 2, I mean, right? Very cool, man. So it's a lot of resources you guys come from this, right? So yeah, that event is very simple. It's a massive update, and I like it, man. Yeah, let me know what kind of build you guys are running on your Yuki, by the way, okay. Yeah, I think especially with the new additions of the new items, the new gears and stuff like that, yeah, everyone gonna be experimenting with the build. It's quite a lot, man. And yeah, I'm glad they, you know, came up with this kind of event for the first update, okay. And yeah, of course, this is of course also promising for future updates as well, right? I can't wait to see what they're gonna bring, right? Of course, I got my baby girl Yuki in the front as well, okay. But yes, that's it for the video. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.